something like that. Then Nami gets the mark on her, so you ult everyone away from the Nami, but then you hit the AD carry, which then isolates the AD, which Yasuo can insta-click onto. As far as we could tell, they weren't spotted out at all.
Yeah.
And so then he... Well, so this is interesting, this quote, specifically because his brain is massive.
That was
right
a
now.
brain move right there. That was instinct. He just knew. Okay, we have a one going in the mid lane as Leader's jumping in on the Poby and finds it! Mortal Steel for first blood.
That had to have been a...
You had your fun with that invade, and from now on, it looks like I will be controlling this game. Another one. Not able to land the damage this time around. Schemes actually tries to trade right on back. He's got Leader coming in as backup. Poby's still pretty far away, so now it's Relech who's actually kind of alone. Rises, level 6, the Realm Warp's gonna come in, Vault Breaker back, Relech is just gonna solo kill Schemes. No, the knockup Leader had 6! And Wonder gets the kill coming in with the equalizer. I have to get back to that because there's another invade happening on our screen. Schemes on the blue buff yet again. Leader helping him out this time. They want Schemes to hit level 6. Relech has a backup of Poby this time around, but now he's jumped on, he smites it away, hits level 6, has the cease and desist. Paris with the bubble. Flash forward from Mickey to try and save his jungler, but it's not enough. Schemes will go down, traded for Relech as now Leader is unleashed. Chasing down Poby with the Ghost. Sidestep in the Qs and is able to get some damage back onto him. So a 1-for-1 trade, both junglers go down.
Wow, so much fighting, and now it's the top laners.
All out from Mater. Wonder doesn't have the equalizer from the earlier kill that he picked up, so he has to flash to save it happening.
It's my turn.
So Schemes was on a control ward, didn't realize it. Now we'll clear that out, but in comes the Vault Breaker. Relech is ready for it yet again. Has Paris behind him. The roaming Nami. Schemes no flash, still level 5. As he will die to Relech in his own jungle. This is bullying, Vedius.
This feels personal.
Yeah.
Both junglers are committed to death. They have set their sights.
His own individual clear, he's still focused on the team play and playing around what his lanes are able to help him out with.
Yeah, it's a good call just because he has awareness that Vi's likely on the top side, given that he did steal away. Well, Wonder, yeah, he doesn't have his ultimate. They're trying to interrupt it. They're stacking him the wave under the tower.
He just walks up and smites. Wonder's back is canceled. Maynter's pushing the wave in, and that means Wonder's in the danger zone. It's going to be Maynter that takes it up first, and Relech with the kill.
Yeah, so not much that he can let fall, bro. But that's going to be an easy dragon. I mean, no summoners. The Rumbles also come down. Wonder's a little bit paranoid about another dive on the top side.
And SK might still just look for it. Ooh, Encore goes a little wide. Same with the equalizer. Good side steps from Paris and Samdi, so 2 ultimates used. It's a dragon traded essentially for the top lane because SK sent all 5 members as leader in a 1v1. Again, the exhaust goes down. Landing those Qs onto Poby, but not going to find the kill. Now in comes Relech. No flash available on leader. Cease and desist for the lockdown. He's trying to dance around to not give Poby the kill. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow almost there in time, but it's Relech with another kill. Oh, in comes Schemes. So Poby was taking damage from the minions the entire time. He's got the Realm Warp, and Relech backs up his mid laner, giving him the escape option. Schemes getting damage down, but a TP defensively will mean Schemes backs off. Na'Vi defend the play.
The Tornado because he kind of has to. It's about to wear off. And he's thinking, if I can just get a 3rd stack, get the knockup, we're back to live.
Now he's got the backup of the team here. It's everybody on to Maynter. He had already used the flash earlier. There's all out. He's trying to get some damage under the wave because that's all he can focus on right now. 3 members around him. He's taking his time to go down. Leader actually gets chunked. Shut down gold over the game, but it still feels nice to have, especially when you don't have this kind of dedicated front line. Just makes everybody a little beefier. As the Enchanted Crystal Arrow lands, stun onto Paris, followed up with the charm, and that is a kill for Yopa.
Yeah, easy pick. It's from Na'Vi. Should be a trade of towers, with Na'Vi ultimately still being an objective up.
And they're still able to maintain that gold advantage as well. It's shrinking slightly, but still, it's something for Na'Vi right now as they'll ride the Herald now towards the bottom turret. And they're also looking at leader here as Poby comes in. That's a wind wall early, and the Herald for the knockup. Leader getting CC'd to death. Relech with the kill. That was pretty creative use of the Herald. 15 seconds. Wonder has TP. He's pushing this wave in, but he's going to have to get down there soon. Yeah, he channels the TP now, so preemptively trying to get down. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow will land onto Paris, plus the Encore. Chain CC. They got the Nami. SK find a pick right before the objective.
Perfect timing for SK. Poby, he doesn't have the Realm Warp. He can't really create a flank. Na'Vi don't have the numbers to contest this. And so SK will put themselves on sole point. Even though Na'Vi are finding overall map advantages, these dragons belong to SK.
Yep,
and they're setting
Yoppa, I mean, he's been finding a lot of these arrows now this game, and I got to talk about him a little bit.
I don't think you have time.
Oh, never mind. We have a fight breaking out here. We have a pick breaking out here as it's Poby all alone in the top river right at the Baron pit. SK, they'll just take the gifted kill and start up the objective. Now Navi look to contest. It's gonna be a 4v5 approach. As, big Baron damage actually right there on the Yoppa and Mickey. Mainter's gonna try and buy some space to walk in. It's all about Samdi getting the damage down as the Rockets go in. Relech diving onto the backline, Mainter as well. Samdi just peppering them down, but they already got Relech. The jungler's out of there as Mainter can't get the kill on the Yoppa. Ash kites back. Samdi's got Skeens right on top of him. Wonder roasting him down as well. Flash over the wall so Skeens can finish it off as Paris flashes to safety. They deny the Baron, but SK get a lot more kills.
A monstrous fight going the way of SK. You're right.
Very impressive. When you see 4 health bars at about 100 health left afterwards, that just means that they juggled it perfectly. They're back onto the Baron as we come back to live. Na'Vi will have to find another approach, but Samdi's coming out from base. Mainter's coming out from base. They do not have teleports to get in here. Maybe Relech can look for a steal. He has the Vault Breaker channeling it right now, but SK just stopped damage on the Baron. They jump over the wall instead. They got Poby, and now they're looking at Samdi. Leader's on top of him. Jumps back to safety. Skeens in some trouble here. Knock up onto a Leader, but Skeens is just fine. It's just Mainter getting damage on him right now. Samdi's been completely pushed out from the fight. SK yet again peel off the objective and instead will take the fight.
I really love the way SK has been playing these fights. Just, they don't waste any time. When they see a target, they throw the Ash arrow out and they're quick to follow. They convert these fights into huge team fight wins. They're going to get themselves the Baron. A day difference, but SK look completely different.
Getting chunked on Navi's side before the fight even kicks off. As now Relech is looking for a flank over the wall, maybe for the steal. He has the Vault Breaker charge, but SK again just stop hitting the dragon. Relech is gonna have to take the Blast Cone instead. Mainter gets into the pit. Now Relech goes in, Skeens the target. As Kasadi gets onto it, stolen! Relech denies the Dragon's Soul, but SK already took down Mainter, so they can look for the fight afterwards. And flash over the tidal wave from Skeens. The arrow lands. Paris falls. Yoppa unstoppable. SK don't need the Dragon's Soul. They still have the Baron. They can just push this wave in.
The thing is, though, this Baron is about to wear off. They need to push as much as they can off the back of this play. But I don't know how much they can realistically get. Na'Vi did a good job of pushing out the side waves, and you can see Poby already pushing down that bot wave. SK wanted to use this Baron to actually secure... I mean, Yoppa's arrows have been fantastic. I think he's going to find another one.
He's looking for it right here under Relech. Followed up. Chain CC for days. As Relech will get the cease and desist off, but Yoppa with a 6th kill.
It's a smart thing to do. That top wave is now slow pushing as well. SK are kind of gaining advantages.
Onto Skeens, he still has the Crescent Guard available. Encore will only land onto one. It's Mainter the front line, but he has to flash to safety because he was getting heavily chunked down. Windwall will buy space for SK, but in goes Relech. Skeens in trouble. Leader the target. He's shut down as the GA for Relech will keep him up. Poby dancing around Skeens on the side here, but it's up to Yoppa. It's up to the young AD carry. The Ash is unleashed as he takes down one. Turns back on the Poby. The shield goes up, but he goes down. Wonder on a rampage. SK win another team fight.
Yoppa's positioning continues to be so important in these fights.
And now they will start up the Baron. The bottom turret will fall just to the wave as Na'Vi again look to approach the Baron pit. It's getting roasted so fast. Relech cannot get in there. That is the objective secure. It is now, do they want to go for the team fight? They have the death ball composition set up. The arrow's down. Yoppa's been the one to kind of set up the fights every time, and they don't have that available, so instead Skeens is just going to go in with the third knock-up. As well as the Encore, again, only onto Mainter. The Kasante's taking up a lot of damage, a lot of cooldowns as he pulls Skeens back over to Poby. But Skeens is just fine for right now. As in, again, it's Yoppa's show. Goes legendary, and they stop the Realm Warp from Poby. Leader getting the kill. 19-7, plus the Dragon Soul, plus the Baron. SK look for their pick after pick, and team fighting immaculately. SK, the difference from yesterday to today is quite stark, and it's looking good. They'll take down Samdi under the turret. Yoppa will flash forward for more KDA, but either way, SK will take game one.
It's impressive stuff from SK. Definitely bounced back nicely. The early game was a little bit scary.
Yep.
But the team fights, they were able to bounce back very, very well.
And they also were able to kind of come back from that jungle invade that started everything off. But the man of the hour is Yoppa. And we have
really not escaping those tank allegations, are we?
Okay.
So this is a hard counter pick to Ambessa.
Yeah.
We've seen it brought out by Kana, where he was happy and enjoyed the time that he spent with these people.
It's also a stressful environment, you know, very competitive, as right now Stress is under the bottom turret here as the dive is coming through. Relech lands a knockup onto Yoppa. First blood to SomD, traded right on back, and now Relech will start taking it up. Actually, no, it's SomD that was taking it up, and that's going to be a double kill to Yoppa. Ooh, Na'Vi, not quite the dive they were looking for.
And Yoppa has DP, so he just comes straight back.
And Relech will not find an avenue to kill them in lane. Do they go for the dive? SomD's going to throw out the Boomerang Blade to stop Mickey's back, but he looks like Ezreal. Maybe they think that's the open up. Now they realize that is just Mickey, and Relech goes under the turret, and the Tempered Fate onto the turret means that there's no damage response. Clean dive this time for Na'Vi.
Yeah, the timing champion that basically wants to come into you for you to build your Fury stacks and then just get the true damage. As ult's chucked onto leader.
Tempered Fate, no Spear Rush available, no Flash available. He throws out the Charm onto Poby, but with Relech there as well, there's just too much damage. Poby picks up the kill.
So we talked a lot in draft about how compositionally I felt like it was going to be hard for Na'Vi to really do much.
TP in from Yoppa, who does get the reset off. Trinity Force completed on the Ezreal. SK might have the confidence to actually go for the fight. True Shot Barrage will land only on the Poby, so some damage down, as Mickey will check out the brush. They have the control ward there. Flash forward for Mickey. Flash responsive from everybody on Na'Vi as leader. Now goes in. Poby gets the kill on Mickey, but it's traded right on back as a shutdown onto Relech. Skeens diving deep onto SomD, and he gets him! Double kill to the Wukong as Na'Vi teleport Mainter for a double kill of their own.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not connecting sucks for him, but the fact that he gets those 3 flashes out is still massive. Skeens at the very end commits. Oh,
back to live though. Mainter actually caught Wonder here, who has to flash over the wall, but in comes the ulti. Mainter falls up and shows what this guy...
Like, that is such a good opportunity for you when enemy top TPs to bots, and you have free access to tower plates, but you've got to respect the reset coming through.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, back at the Dragon.
And now Relech back at focus in the mid lane. Tempered Fate lands here onto Mickey, and he's out of there. SomD with another kill. 2-2 and 4 now as Na'Vi with the numbers advantage around the Dragon. They could look to start it up here, but again, Skeens is still here. Yoppa's still on that wave, so they just wait for it. Playing a more patient game as between worlds goes Poby, throws out the Rocket Belt. Leader's able to Spirit Rush back to safety. Paris, again, just getting chunked as he steps up to Yoppa. Dragon is secured. Mickey lands the Tangle Barbs. Some blue
has the easiest time against an Ezreal, but if he can tick him once, that ulti, the gap close is obviously going to be very valuable as Relech is positioning here.
Yeah, unspotted. Now he sees Mickey, gets straight in onto the Nico. Poby missing the twofold hex, but the flash from Relech will be enough. Poby on a rampage. Relech killing leader under turret, and Na'Vi find 2.
Yeah, this game is snowballing out where Na'Vi ended up falling short, but yeah, it feels like they control pretty much the entire map.
And now Mainter's looking for even more here. He's in a 1v2 with Skeens and Wonder, but Paris in his back pocket will help him out. Warrior Trickster gets Skeens to safety, and now Yoppa's joined up as well. Tempered Fate defensively from Paris, but he's immediately cycloned on the way out. Skeens picking up the kill.
Let's see. And so I do not know if they have wallets big enough to really fight this.
They're not going to find the pick, so maybe plan B is give Yoppa a Red Bull and hope he carries. He's 3-1-1 on the Ezreal, trying to get some damage down on the Paris, but Mainter's looking at him as well. The Tempered Fate gets flash out of Yoppa. Flash from Mickey with Pop Blossom on a 3. Public Execution gets onto SomD. Mickey's out of there. SomD's trying to get back as Relech will claim at Mickey's life. Yoppa in trouble as Relech is on top of him as well. It's all about the Aatrox, baby! Double kill to Relech as he'll look for the 3rd out of Skeens. Na'Vi's jungler putting the team on his back and hard winning that team fight.
It looked like a pretty close fight up until it didn't. It's going to stop.
Do you realize what's happened so far in this game?
They've ignored me. They've ignored
everything you've said, and they've just done what they feel like doing. Right now, they feel like going for the Baron. Skeens able to sidestep a lot of that damage. Mainter gets a knock up in onto him. Poby dominating 6-0-2 as the jungler picked off from SK. What's in there? All right, well, Baron started up by Na'Vi. Looks like they will get this one uncontested. No surprise No jungler on SK means that they're just going to try and get the side waves in instead. Wonder already hitting that tier 2 bot side.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to game 3 based on how this game is playing out. SK has been very quiet in this game. The players on stage have continued their game. This didn't affect them in any way, shape, or form. But we are coming to you from when the pause happened. And so we're now seeing this alongside with you.
And
as
he's looking for the flank right now. Tempered Fate will land, but it's only onto the clone. And instead, Skeens gets out of the back line looking for Samdi, throwing his body at it, and it's worth it. Leader also gets onto Samdi and shuts him down. Meanwhile, Mickey peeling for him. Leader unleashed in the fight and defended by the team. SK actually made some magic happen right there. They might just get Manger. He'll shut down Mickey, but Leader with another one. And it's actually Wonder picking up that kill. Okay, well, we're back to live, and SK are mounting a comeback. Paris almost dying to the True Shot barrage. Oh, Yopa wants even more. Oh, big chunk from Poby. The auto's not enough.
that was
Yopa barely lives
right now, but Skeens is on his way.
Yeah, so Poby's still here, still deathless, by the way, but I don't think he was able to get a purchase off there. No, he did. He TP'd back. Okay, so Navi might still be able to turn this, but Wonder gets straight onto Paris, and Yopa's on him as well. Paris is down. So Poby has no backup, and that is Dragon to SK. Vedius, what a time for a pause to happen. Team fights, maybe they are able to win one and just end the game right off of it. Mater has a flank right now. They're checking as Mickey flashes forward, gets flashed out of Samdi. Mater, meanwhile, jumps in onto him. Tempered Fate will land onto the damage. 1v1 of Poby versus Wonder, but Mater gets the first kill and able to flash out to safety. Now, tag in the boss. Here comes Rolech. The Aatrox unleash as Samdi can finally free fire and hit. Flash from the Aatrox. Gets a clone out of Skeens. Poby with the kill. And Rolech will chase down Yopa. Leader will try and help out his AD carry as he jumps over the wall. The charm will land. Rolech actually in some trouble. Yopa feeling confident to go forward, and he gets the kill on the Rolech. Boss down. Yopa stabs. Poby across the veil. Oh, doesn't have the damage. Weirdning's gonna miss. Major gets a knockup on a Leader, but Yopa is now the boss! Yopa, the main character! True Shot Barrage not gonna land. Paris is able to live that one, but Yopa keeping SK in this.
I mean, Yopa is the hero for SK.
But is it enough? They get the Dragon afterwards. We see SK with the second one, but that means Na'Vi get free reign over this Baron, so once again the soul is denied. But once again, Na'Vi will pick up a Baron buff and can try and use this. That's what we call it in LCS here. Leader and Poby feeling confident enough to pick those up. Poby's still deathless, by the way.
That ward. I thought they were face checking into an Ahri there, but Leader was in the area. Ult used.
Instead, it's just everybody onto Rolech. Paris will drop down the portal and try and give him an escape tool, but the charm lands. Rolech can't quite get in there, but he's still alive. They barely take him down, but it takes so long that Na'Vi will answer back in kind. Yopa's trying to get back to safety, has Mickey there. The auto from Paris will slow him down. Samdi's running forward, has the portal. Yopa, Arcane shifting it back as Poby will look to take down Mickey, who baited him being the Ezreal. Na'Vi, though, I mean, they've separated all members of SK, and they have a wave in the mid lane. They're just going to push the end. Paris is going to stop the bash, but the True Shot Barrage will get a kill. Yup on a rampage. Mickey with a flank onto the back line. Leader with a shutdown onto Poby, and SK will defend at the base. A Tangle Bar is perfectly timed. Second shutdown to Leader. SK win the fight.
What is happening?
Halfway through the second, the combos of this team and what they're pulling off right now, very impressive. Wonder's back is stopped as Rolech is able to get on top of him. TP in from Poby. This would be a massive pick for Na'Vi. Wonder's gotta live. His team has put in so much work to keep them in this game. He's on the Ambessa. Flash forward from Rolech will land. Poby with the deep in enemy territory. He's definitely spotted out. No, it is actually just Mickey on the Nico.
So
Tempered Fate will land. Cosmic Binding, easy follow-up. And Mickey in enemy territory trying to find a game-winning flank will instead get picked off by Na'Vi, and that might just be the Baron for Na'Vi. He's buying a lot of time, so SK will have some time to get some waves, but they're not even pushing top, they're not pushing bot. That is just a pick for Na'Vi.
Yeah, he overcooked, and he ended up getting punished for it. Has Poby now overcooked? Is he in no man's land?
Oh, big chunk on the Leader. The charm will go wide. Poby's able to sidestep that one. Across the veil, between worlds, blast cone, and Yopa continuing the chase. I mean, Ezreal can follow that up, and he's got the damage. Shut down for Yopa.
I mean, kill for kill, but it's a Baron secured for Na'Vi, and I think they're happy with this trade. They can just wait for Poby to come back to life. A minute will be lost on the Baron, but that's just doing Grom. Like it. I really don't think it matters when you're about to end the game, but all right.
Yeah, he's close. He's close to that final item. Is a flash engage on the Psalm D. Skeens just finds the AD carry, and straight out of the GA, he's in trouble. Psalm D full health bar back, and he's going to go down. Wonder picks it up, but it's a heavy cost as Relech and Mainter, the bosses, step up to the plate. Poby with a double kill as Wonder and Mickey will fall. Na'Vi absorb the engage. Their AD carry was the bait, and the solo laners plus jungler close it out. Na'Vi in a banger of a game will even this series. We're going to another game.
We had a lot in this game too. We had a lot happen, and we don't need to yap about it. Instead, the devs can. Take it away, guys.
Thank you so much. Hello? Yeah, thank you so much. We see Mainter having a sip of his, I don't know what, Red Bull, water,
I would
after a
definitely
game
need
like
something
that.
stronger after that.
I saw this last year from Nucko. He was playing this as well. I think he was the only person in our league playing Anivia top. I don't think anyone else was. This is average.
That's with 11 losses, too. You think the average would not be that high as Skeens finds Relech.
No flash.
Who smites away the Scuttle Crab, but Skeens winning the 1v1 so far. Poby walking up to make it an unfair fight. Flash from Skeens over the gravity well. Gets first blood onto Relech as Poby knocked up by Leader. Has the flash available, will flash back to the turret. Skeens has the revive, does not land a dreaded return. Will go back into the passive resurrection and walk much effect, but Na'Vi will immediately send Relech down towards the dragon, and they have their bot lane there as well.
Nice secure.
Leader sticking around, he just flashes in, fate sealed, knock up on the Poby. Skeens there as well, but Paris keeping his mid laner safe. So Leader not able to find the kill. He thought he had the damage, but Lulu shielding's too much. So I threw the wave just to clear it out. So no one's going to go down on the bot side.
Oh, dear.
Oh, wait, that's a TP from Leader straight into the gravity field, and Relech on top of him. Poby stuck around because his jungler was nearby. Soul Bound will go right back into the waiting arms of Relech. Skeens is now here to pull him back. Will lose his mid laner, but if Skeens can trade it, it could be worth. Relech gets the kill. Skeens does not go under the turret.
His ability to get this mid-wave control makes it so much easier for Relech, knowing that with the bot power that he also has, they can comfortably secure this objective.
Oh, Wonder was never able to get it back off here. Mainter gets the passive, so we have Anivia Egg, but Skeens is in the neighborhood. And now Mainter's going to have to try and get out of here. He has Slice. He's going to try and dice over and then maybe flash. The knockup still lands from Skeens, but the dreaded return will not. He goes forward with the ultimate and finds the kill, flashing for the chase. Yuppa has no backup. There's a TP from Wonder if maybe he can get a ward down, but instead he's just going to look for the execute. Can Relech land a Q? The cleaver? Oh, it's just a smite. That's easier to land, and that is a kill for Relech.
So the Leader is very reliant on, like, when he gets Blade, I think he still just wins. Yoppa gonna face check Relech.
Relech gets the cleaver and a slow and a heart steel proc. Big damage from just the tank as the spell shield immunity goes away, and Leader again in the gravity field dies in the 1v1. Poby just crushing this matchup. Wonder, meanwhile, finds himself in a 1v1. Mainter's popped the ultimate, but Skeens coming in for backup. Mainter will just walk up to hit the wave and has Relech in his back pocket as well, so not a lot to be done about this. I mean, he's walking down here, and SK's positioning like they maybe want to take this. Teleport is available for Mainter, and Wonder is making the trek all the way down. Skeens can't find the dreaded return, already down to half health. Will go for the Grim Deliverance, big damage, and then he steals away the dragon. Will give his life for it, but objective denied.
Yeah, they get the flash from Poby, he kind of has to do it. Grim Deliverance connects on the 4, he gets a chunk of HP back, but then polymorph into gravity field.
Oh, and we see live, Poby roams up here. Mainter plus his mid laner will definitely have enough damage to get through that Anivia, and also Mickey dies in the top jungle. Na'Vi
right now,
100%.
He is working super well with Paris. He spent a lot of his early game playing around bot side. Mickey gets caught on awards, and then Mickey, he has his ult available.
Icy just saves it.
Oh, yeah, I guess that not real, because caster curses aren't real.
Yeah, well, Baron attempt is real here, as it will be spotted out now. Wards dropped down. Skeens takes some damage from the death laser of Poby. Na'Vi have it down to half health as SK will approach. Now Mainter takes a blast cone in for the flank, gets onto Mickey, gets onto Skeens, polymorph onto the Zahan, and he just can't get the passive off. Grim Deliverance away again as SK are in full retreat mode. Mainter still has the flank angle right now. Na'Vi will decide to back off. They just clear the wave and look back at the Baron.
That was a really good example of their ideal spot, by the way.
Yeah,
They'd
this
love
is
to be
fantastic for SK. Na'Vi are going to have to approach. Mainter still has a flank angle, but with no Renekton ultimate, it's not going to be as scary. He still takes a blast cone. He still gets on. Flash from Wonder as Leader goes in. Immediately CC'd. Snaps back. Flash from Roulette. He's chasing him down. And once again, it's the jungler of Na'Vi that is the boss. Mundo gets the shutdown. Skeens goes to the passive and he steals another dragon. SK, that's the second one. They'll trade their jungler's life for it, but Yappa is still alive, still healthy enough. Stun lands onto Mainter. He's stuck in the Glacial Storm. Roulette has no ultimate available, but he does have the Heartsteel stack damage. Wanders into the passive. Yappa shut down. He tried to hold the line, but a double kill to Roulette seals the team fight for Na'Vi.
That fight felt so hard for Na'Vi to now lose the dragon. They're able to secure the Baron.
And this time, they're going to start cracking this base. It's going to start with the tier 2 turret in the bottom side. They're going to push this wave in. Wonder does have a lot of wave clear as the Anivia. The Glacial Storm is annoying to get through, but the Baron-empowered minions with more magic resist will be hard to clear. They do go down fast, and actually a big double stun from Wonder right there. From Deliverance onto Paris and Poby. Mickey going forward as well with the slow. The Tornado's not going to land, but the Frostbite will. Yopa damage on the Poby. He's still safe. He's into the stasis, but a shutdown for Yopa will finally go down. But now Leader's in there on the Mainter. Poby killed Yopa, but it's still good for SK in a 1-for-2 trade. Continue the sieges. They will take another tier 2 turret in the mid lane this time around. So there's only inhibitor turrets left. As Mainter getting in onto Mickey. Na'Vi in the jungle, but Mainter's all alone. The wall pushes away Roulette, and Yopa gets the kill. SK find their pick.
Is this a dragon contest for SK, or is this just a stall? Getting a pick onto Mainter is good. They still have the Mickey ultimate. They still have all their ultimates.
Leader's TPing to the bottom side, so I guess they want to front the back. Skeens is already in the pit, but he doesn't have the whole team ready for it. Now Wonder and Yopa are joining in. Skeens is going in for the dragon, but he cannot get it this time. Roulette will secure it as SK are now in a 4v4. Losing their jungler, Na'Vi will back away instead. Not pushing for more. They got what they...
He doesn't care. He can't fight for this. And Samdi, they do get both his sums, which you could argue is a good idea, but the way this comp from SK wants to play is front to back.
Set as the Lulu. Dragon Soul secured here for Na'Vi, uncontested. SK, all they can do is catch these waves to start sieging onto the Nexus turrets for the first time this game. The 2 cannons are cleared out as SK now look to defend the bottom side here. Mainter pushing another wave in with 2 cannons as well. Flashes forward onto Wonder. No flash on the Anivia. Damage on the Skeens, but Wonder's able to back away. Roulette actually Anivia ultimate.
Mainter flank.
Mainter has the flank angle. Yopa is in trouble right now. Watch for the Yanara. Mainter just walks at him, but is not able to get onto him, but the dragon is secured. That's Elder for Na'Vi, and that means a teamfight win. The Fate Seal from Leader looks fancy, but it's just not enough damage. Too little, too late. Shut down on the pairs don't mean much. Na'Vi with a double kill to Samdi will take the Elder, take the fight, and take game 3.
Excellent smite from Roulette to help secure the Elder 2-0 up on the weekend.
Elder Dragon can end games, and that's the story of this game. Na'Vi take game 3 in the series.
Whew, a long one. Longer one than expected,
yes,
for sure. But Na'Vi, they walk away victorious this weekend as SK drop down to 0-2. So, very different weekends for both teams as Na'Vi starting their spring split off strong. It's single round robin best of 3.
Vitality have. I think they've got like good ways to try and play through their mid lane and also through their top side. And Pantheon should be able to have decent control in the early stages. I think the only threat really is Heretics.
Also delayed by the fact that he went early non-magic mantle to buy a little bit more magic resistance as a response to the LeBlanc. And so Heretics taking advantage of the early prior that they have in bot, in mids. Very nice stuff from them.
And now it's going to be a trade of objectives. Dragon secured, and the grubs started off by Linsis. Saren takes a chunk of damage from Humanoid as the Enchanted Crystal Arrow coming from downtown, and it lands onto Humanoid. Saren doesn't have the chains, but he's got the backup of Sheo. First blood into the Cataclysm.
Okay, so a bit of inspiration from G2 there. Flashbacks to when Caps calls to the arrow mid. As a Brit, makes me very uncomfortable.
Well, does it make you more comfortable to know that there's a dive happening bot side right now? Flash on the arrow from Flash. He throws up the tidal wave onto Saren, but he's still rooted up by the chains. Sheo with another kill as Wei survives the dive on the turret. He's tanking it up. Karzi's trying to stay alive as Linces threw his body down with the Grand Starfall. Has the wave to play with. Saren goes into the passive, has the Mimic up as Humanoid's now coming down. Sheo's trying to get out of there with the Encore flash by Linces. Karzi takes down Wei. Humanoid with the shuffle onto ice, but he pushes him right into Linces, who will fall in tow. Double kill to Karzi. As Sheo and Saren still trying to get out, they get onto Humanoid instead, though, as Karzi knocks back on the wrong side of the Cataclysm. Sheo with his 3rd kill, and Team Heretics pull off a crazy dive, but it might not be over. Karzi still looking for it. He gets over the wall onto Saren. No, he's out of there. So Karzi with the follow-up shutdown. Gold onto the Ezreal.
What is happening? 3 kills for 3?
I'm learning. I'm getting there.
It's okay. I mean, like, Medic probably wouldn't have got it either.
Learning
if that makes
your
you feel any
European
better.
ways. They're mysterious and an enigma as Fleshy throws out the ultimate. Locked in the Cataclysm. Saren with the kill credit. Karzi. Arcane shifts over the wall. Tidal Wave was not enough for Fleshy to live.
The dynamite came through his ultimate when he slam dunked it.
Yep. But it does get them a pick, and it's going to get them a dragon, most likely. Linces is hovering around, but Chair Flag and Drags threatens Linces away. And then,
Because if the answer is no, I think he becomes a man of focus.
He has 1 target he needs to deal with, and if he's able to get onto them. But right now the target is a 1v2 as Nako finds himself with both solo laners. He's in some trouble, all out and over the wall, under the turret. He's still trying to survive, but cannot. The turret shot will be enough. Vitality will trade their top
More
lane.
mana. More mana.
Even more than the mana Munich.
Exactly. So,
Which is... okay, we're going to get back to that route onto Linces as he has the Aegis Assault trying to tank it out, but the arrow lands. Trayson gets the kill, and Team Heretics make quick work of Linces in the jungle as Nako has now joined up with the team, but the Dragon's already down. Team Heretics have a 5v4. Nako is big, but he can't buy infinite space for the team. His health bar is going down, and Team Heretics will get the objective and walk away.
yeah, I mean, the Pantheon did not get to move. The chain CC that went on to Linces
Halfway off cooldown, so Team Heretics have a big window of strength. Saren jumps over, but he goes right back into Nako's waiting arms. The Renekton shredding through the LeBlanc and pushing Saren back. Completely turned the dynamics of this fight as Vitality now just don't hit the dragon. Sheo's hovering in there, but his team's not on it either. Trayson has now tagged in for Nako, but he's also low on health. So now Team Heretics need to find their angle. Do they go for the dragon? Do they go for the Nako flank? They're losing both sides, but they almost take down Linces as the Pantheon chunked all the way down. Has the ultimate available, still could look for a reset, but instead it's a flash from Wei, lands the Encore on the 1, but the True Shot Barrage, huge chunk out of Saren. Meanwhile, the 1v1, Nako takes it, Trayson shut down, Sheo's out of there, Linces stuck around for the Dragon, and Vitality get the objective in the fight.
My goodness, in the war of attrition, it is Vitality.
Still the Nako show. It comes down to that so often. He's able to win the one going on the side. Now Team Heretics are going for the Baron.
Oh, damn.
Humanoid's on the bottom wave, shoving that in. Has the teleport, will start to channel it now. Nako chunked by Saren. Under half health, has the dominance available as the tidal wave will not connect. Pops the dominance. Team Heretics look to turn, but Nako's just dancing around them. Saren has to flash away as Trayson Pathmaker's back to safety. The arrow goes wide. Humanoid not touched up by that one as the True Shot barrage from Karzi does big damage to the backline. Team Heretics chunked low, but the Baron is still aggroed. Vitality are in the pit. Linces can look for the Baron steal as Sheo goes into the Guardian Angel. Vitality push out Team Heretics. Get the Baron, kill Sheo, Karzi on a rampage, and Vitality walk away with the buff.
No.
Does this count as a curse?
I don't think it counts as a curse.
Oh, flash from ice over Humanoid Shuffle's able to outplay that one. True Shot Barrage will land. Oh, Humanoid goes down. Saren had the damage for it. Team Heretics. Smooth moves from ice right there.
So you may not know this, but Humanoid has a bit of a reputation.
Yeah.
Mainly for chipped away at. Like the poke of Ezreal plus Azir. I mean, it's so annoying. Linces, have you just died?
He's got the Aegis Assault. The arrow will not land on the Pantheon. He'll get onto Fleshy instead. So Sheo keeps going forward. Saren on a killing spree. Linces is down. Fleshy did survive flash and heal, but that's a pick for Team Heretics. Nako pressed TP to go 5 feet upwards. All right, Trayson controlling the banana brush. His team Heretics still have access point on the river here. Focus onto the Dragon. True Shot Barrage will only hit onto Trayson as Knock jumps onto Saren. That's flash onto the block. The tidal wave will land. Knock flashes, gets on the way. Knock goes into the stasis as Vitality's frontliner is just 1v4 by an infinite space for Vitality. Guardian Angel pop. Team Heretics instant stun him out of it, but in comes Linsis to save his top laner's life. Job's done. Get your man out of there. Vitality control the dragon fight and earn themselves the soul.
Beautiful play by
Soul
Knock
point, actually. That's only their third.
They go 3-3. Knock. You'll see the Heretics making a smart call. They're going to rush towards the Baron, try and take it before Vitality can react.
No all-out for the Cassante, no encore for the Seraphine, but they still have Cataclysm, they still have an Arrow. Vitality are going to have to find a way to get in here. The Arrow goes out, instant cleanse by Karzi, but Sarah jumped on top of him. The Baron is secured. Sheo picks that one up for Heretics as Linsis jumps onto Trayson. Knock, big chunk, but he stuns up Sarah. They got him! LeBlanc's out of there, Trayson's out of there, solo laners down. Heretics get the Baron, but at what cost? In comes Linsis with the Grand Starfall. Double kill to Knock. You get the objective, but you're gonna lose the game. Vitality with the ace.
The alligator death roll was lethal on Saren as he got a foot too close to the angry alligator, and Knock shuts him down. 4 members alive, they'll set their sights on the Nexus.
The death timers are simply too long in a 40-minute game. Vitality just had to hold the line long enough. They don't need the Baron, they just need the team fight. GG, Vitality take game number 1.
Wow. Knock, he made his impact in the team fights. You could really see what he was able to do. And credit to the rest of them, like a very interesting game that was really slow at the start. It was a lot about poke and very long drawn out fights. Not the craziest in terms of kills. I think Heretics did a lot of things right, but it did kind of feel as the game went on, Sheo really struggled to have an impact on that job.
Yeah, they were able to get the objective, but again, it's about the game. We have a sideline.
Which she's going to get from both Xin and Sion. She's got lots of peel thanks to the Lulu. There's also the only real backline threat is Wukong. When he goes into the backline, if he can get there, knocks up the Rumble.
If production could check that.
He's been in the league now. Like, he played on BDS for, I think, 2 years, and then he joined Heretics. So I think he's been here for about 3 years, and he got...
Talking about the heals used. Flash from Fleshy to get the Cosmic Grind into the wall. Way is out of there. First blood to Karzi as Ice ghosts away.
So that's bad for Heretics. Okay, so Ice is tied with Reckless and pentakills in the LEC.
At 6. Oh, flash on Ace's charge with the knock-up on a humanoid. He has to flash away, throws out the Q, and that's enough. Okay. No stun from the Cosmic Binding, so Saren's able to flash away. Linsis is actually stopping the invade from Sheo. Has a Cyclone. Sheo does not have the ultimate, and Linsis punishes the jungler for the invade. Actually, no, this is an invade of the game here, as Linsis is just going to work towards picking up that Trinity Force and maybe contest later. Ice gets excited off of the dragon to get back to lane. Like
You've got no mana. Yeah.
Ooh, Tempered Fate lands. Flash Binding on the way again, and Karzi gets the kill again. 2-0 on the Caitlyn. Fleshy setting these up beautifully.
Yeah, the Vitality bot. Sir,
yeah.
We work under a very high quality bar, please.
Knock will drop the equalizer down on the wave. Has Linsis behind him, but can't quite lock down Trayson, so they're just going to walk the way forward as bot side. Another kill for Karzi. This time it's on to Ice. And a killing spree.
The game is currently on track.
We are on pace. Let's get another look at that. Oh, yeah.
Oh. So they already got the flash out from... Oh, no, he flashed after. Yeah. Oh, that's even...
Okay, he's probably dead.
Giving him the advantage. Okay, Sheo looking for a gank.
Yeah, this is really the only thing that Team Heretics have going for them is the CC on the side to set up the gank for Sheo, as Knock will flash, still follow from Sheo with a knock-up, flash from Trayson. They want to guarantee that one. Team Heretics. Also, Jinx backing when Dragon's starting up. I don't think they're going to contest at all.
All right, okay, I said frozen. It's being slow pushed. My apologies. Yeah, they can't contest. Sheo?
He thought maybe he had an opportunity. Jumps in onto Karzi, flash over the wall from the Caitlyn. Gets to safety, as they could not chain the CC onto the ADC.
My bad.
So
They're looking for a different trajectory this split. Only top 6, remember, go to our playoffs this time around.
Yeah.
Single round World Best 3.
It seems like the focus is still on to Knock-Knocko, who does not have the flash this time around, has a teleport coming in, help him out, and the magical journey to get to safety. Team Heretics did not have enough damage. TP from Humanoid, but it's a kill to Fleshy, saving his top laner's life, winning the bot lane.
To play the favor of Vitality. 4.3k the gold lead. Fleshy now fishing mids.
Tempered Fate lands, and
Traps.
another magical journey over the wall. The Cosmic Binding not close enough to the wall, and now it's turned right back around. Way looking for the extra damage on the Fleshy. Sidesteps. And also a fantastic showing for Vitality and the way, okay, actually we'll get back to that. Way gonna get caught out here and just deleted from Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, that is a
lot of people having him, even I believe you yourself have had the conversation of like, is he the best top laner in Europe after split number 1? And now the rest of the team stepping up as well. Knock-Knocko will flash forward, roasts down Ice, melting under the heat of the flame spitter as Sheo pressing guard to try and keep himself alive, but Cosmic Binding into the wall. Wild Growth will keep him up. He's trying to heal, but he cannot heal enough. Multiple kills for Vitality. They'll trade Knock-Knocko, but they'll take 2.
pick after pick. Vitality continue to accelerate the game. And Heretics are just running out of options. I mean, sure, getting a trade kill back onto Knock-Knocko is nice, but look at the top lane. The mid wave continues to be pushed.
Fleshy. Another
Trap.
Tempered Fate, Trap on top of it, and the Cosmic Binding to boot. Carzzy is unstoppable. 5-0-1.
Boy, I mean, this combo is...
Knock-Knocko can just prevent the entire wave from doing any damage, and they don't even get that. So Team Heretics yet to crack a structure
in this game. They need Ice to have a huge gold injection, and they need to get a clean front-to-back fight that's 5v5, and Ice needs at least one.
Ice needs to live long enough to get that.
Yeah,
and
so
that's been happening on screen a lot.
So that's why it's quite difficult for Heretics to really do much in this game, because as
what else can they do?
Exhibit A,
any other ideas? Tempered Fate lands, but there's too many minions around, so you can't look for the binding afterwards.
At that point, if you're referring to the plans, okay, then you're already in this state. Here we go.
Well, maybe another plan is collapse on
Humanoid on a side lane.
Yeah, all alone. Polymorph down, but they don't have a lot of damage. Okay, they're gonna go under turret. It takes a village, but they got it. That's a shutdown. That's gold in the pocket of Saren.
The screaming was just so funny to me. It was like so unnecessary, but Sion was like, I am here. But like, you just pretty much litter the whole entrance to the river and you make it really hard for them to get in. But Vitality back on the Baron anyway.
They're doing it again. Sheo's gonna have to find a different avenue in. Fleshy has the Tempered Fate. Cosmic Binding for the slow. The rocket goes in, and the Tempered Fate onto Sheo means that there's no steal attempt possible. Trayson goes in with the ultimate, has to back away afterwards, as this is a desperation engage from Sheo. Has the Wild Growth, and the Crescent Guard has to walk back, flashes to safety from the slows. Saren gets some damage onto Fleshy, but in comes Linsis with the flank. Saren, the ace in the hole, body blocked by Sheo. As Team Heretics have to find a way to get back to their base. The Baron picked up by
Vitality will take what objectives they can. Midwave needs to be pushed, and it looks like, oh, Knock-Knocko's trying to pick.
And it's Ice with Flash. Doesn't even have time to use it, I suppose, as another Cosmic Binding, and people are just falling left and right.
Okay, yeah, that's one way to win a game. Just get 2 kills, get Dragon, win game. Yeah, okay, cool.
Vitality picked up their Fly Swatters, started swatting down the ball.
Potentially give them a chance of turning this game around.
Tempered Fate will go a little wide right there, as Trayson has the unstoppable onslaught. Could look for an engage here. You're gonna have to find the right target. There's flashes on a lot of members. The Sheo actually finds the insect there, but knocks Knock-Knocko closer to Ice, who's now free firing. This could be the first reset. Ice gets excited, but it doesn't just run straight at Vitality. Instead, kites back. They want to clear out the wave. It's Trayson traded for Knock-Knocko, top laner for top laner. They're gonna have to find another reset onto Ice to hold the line now. That seemed like a window for Team Heretics, but Vitality, they just run away instead, and now they can look at this next inhibitor, or rather Nexus turret. No Nexus turrets left. No defense for Team Heretics. They gotta defend this 4v4. They have the health bar advantage. It's really just Carzzy that's trying to pepper down members of Team Heretics, and now they walk up so Carzzy can hit the Nexus. Linsis heavily chugged right there. Carzzy still hitting it. As Humanoid can now walk up as well. Like Team Heretics, they gotta find a way to get onto this Caitlyn. Right now they haven't done it. Sheo jumps in onto Humanoid. Carzzy just almost one shot's way. Goes godlike to close out the series. GG, Vitality take it.
Impressive stuff from the Vitality bottom lane. They simply dominated Ice and Way straight up in the 2 versus 2. They found multiple duo kills. And their lead is pretty much what set up the success for the rest of the game. Linces could make his invade because of the double crabs that he got off the back of his bot lane. The pressure that Humanoid had was super impressive. And yeah, I mean, while a lot of the conversation has been about Naknako, the reality is that this team is just, there's a lot of pieces that are very scary for Vitality.
It's not just the top lane that's impressive.